Focus. We're back
with another episode. I'm AJ Twist.
I'm T, and this is the show, the podcast about anime, video games, comics, and all that stuff.
And that's
episode 312.
312. Damn, 312.
This is the Minen. Yeah, Minen-ish episode. Which, surprise, surprise, he's also the weak-ass cheering Pokemon.
Did they say weak ass in there?
No, that's a little conjecture I've added there. Check back to the last episode to catch the reference, you know?
Yeah.
But, yeah, a little knockout guy. Anyway, he, you know,
button bashes.
Yeah, nerd. Oh, that's funny. Nerd podcast, you know, video games, comics, animes, all that stuff.
That's right.
Movies.
Yeah, and we're live on twitch.tv/closing28, where you can catch us every Wednesday and maybe sometimes Sundays here at night. You know, doing our thing.
And we usually start off with our Unfocused week, where we catch you up on what we've been checking out.
That's right. You want
AJ, would you like to lead that?
Sure, I'll do that. So I just not just now, but like I remembered recently that I forgot to mention this, something that I got on my trip.
I thought you forgot to mention that we're on Spotify.
Yeah, we're on Spotify and on youtube.com/Unfocused Podcast. Yeah,
and Twitter.
I made that worse.
You can contact us. It was unfocusedpodcast@gmail.com.
Gmail.com. That's right.
Sorry, continue.
Oops, made it worse. Okay. So, I was looking for these when they first came out. Couldn't find them anywhere, right? They were selling out. People were fucking buying them like first thing in the morning every time they came in.
Would you say they're going like hotcakes?
Oh, shit, yeah.
Like, and that's a thing that people say, but is that a thing that you would say?
They were going like hot cupcakes, you know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, I kind of gave up every once in a while if I'm at like a Target or some shit. Or
wait, I imagine hot cupcakes go fast because I've never seen them.
Yeah, exactly. I've never seen them either.
Go on.
I'm not a morning person. But yeah, like every time I walk into like a Target or a game store, I'll go look for these Animal Crossing Hello Kitty cards.
Oh yeah, you told me you were on the search for this a long time ago.
Never even know what the package should look like. I didn't even know what I was looking for, you know? And then when I was in New Mexico at a random Target, I just happened to walk down the game aisle real quick to see like, hey, what's different here, you know? Sometimes you find some stuff that you don't normally see out here, which is kind of crazy.
Because there's probably less people looking for it, I would imagine.
Exactly, and that's where I found these finally. I finally got the freaking Animal Crossing amiibo cards. Bought 2 of them, just because.
Damn,
like, why
she's
not?
homies with Hello Kitty. That's crazy.
Yeah, freaking Isabel and freaking Hello Kitty there just chilling, you know, in the bus. Oh, is that a trash truck? You know, because they got to pick up the garbage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Smash Bros.
Yeah, maybe.
Last hidden character confirmed. Hello Kitty.
Yeah. So what this does is there's actually like 6 actual cards in here, and they're scannable. They're like amiibos. They're amiibo cards. So yeah, you open your game, you scan it into the game, and one of the characters on the card visits your islands and gives you items or unlocks items that you can buy later on. And they're all Hello Kitty themed items too, which is cool. So you don't get a Hello Kitty character visiting you, but you get items related to them. Unfortunately, it's not any of the cool characters. I was hoping for some Bats Maru, fucking Choco Cat or some shit. Nah.
Who'd you get?
Well, they're all the same, so I got whatever it comes with. I don't even know because Carla's been using them. I haven't used them yet. But no one I know. I think the only thing I recognize is Karopi, the frog dude. And I think there's this like cinnamon. I think it's named Cinnamon Bun. No, that's Adventure Time. I don't know. But characters I don't even know are part of it. But we finally found the fucking cards, though. That's the moral of the story. We found that shit out of state. What else did I do? Oh, okay. Check this out, T. Oh, by the way, T.
Is this for me?
That's for you. You said you wanted a small one, right?
Shit.
So I saw them there and like, oh yeah, T wanted one. Might as well just pick this shit up now.
I almost want to stop the podcast right now and just spend the rest of my night putting the cards in the fucking sleeves. Oh,
so
shit.
I just handed T a folder for cards, you know, a card folder.
160.
And it's the one I like. It's the zipper one too. I like the zipper one.
So you got me the zipper one?
In case it fall out, you know, like, yeah.
Never had one with the zipper on it, man.
And I bought myself a new one too because I'm kind of getting cramped in my current one, so I bought myself another one. And right now, because my folder that I have right now is split between Digimon and UFS, all like Soul Calibur, Yu Yu Hakusho cards, and it's like it's getting cramped in here now. So I got a second one just so it's not so cramped. And then actually, because I went to King Fandom, right? Mm-hmm. I have a lot of cards, and none of you want my cards. You're not looking for shit that I have. Chris wasn't looking for shit I have. Will not really looking for shit I have. No one's really looking for like the shit that I have. And like I don't want the shit I have.
Yeah, I got too much shit.
But they're pretty decent shit though, right? So I went to King Fandom and sold them.
What, all your specials?
Most of them. Like all the shit that I actually want to keep, that I actually like, I'm keeping them. Yeah, that I might make something. I kept those, but all the shit like I don't think I'm gonna use this shit. I went ahead and just sold them off.
That's dope.
And then when you sell shit to like a shop or something, you don't get the full actual street price. They give you like, we're gonna give you like 80%, 70% for them, right? So that's when they gain like 70% of its full cost. Like, I get it. It's a business. They gotta make money off of it after I sell it to them, right?
You make a little chunk off it at least.
$75.
Oh wow.
Yeah, for like a small stack of cards.
That's almost enough to get in a little box, man.
What I got actually was all the cards I was looking for.
Oh wow.
And actually all the cards I was looking for actually evened out to $75. I was like, fuck, we just did a full exact trade. So
Wow.
I got 2 Omnizorts.
What?
I got 2 Impildramons to complete my blue deck again. I got a Lord Nightmon. I got Dan Devimon. Okay, let me rewind real quick for the reason for this Dan Devimon. Last weekend, I went to a card shop over the one I was telling you guys about in Agora. Oak Park, actually, I think is what the area actually is, a spot called Game Ogre. And I was there last week. They told me like, oh yeah, we're doing a get together for Digimon Saturday night. You should come by. No tournament yet. We just want to get a feel for like how many people are actually playing this right now. So that people are going to come through and play some free play. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll try to make it. And I so happened to get out early on Saturday, so let me go check it out. So I ran over there, and yeah, I got some games in there. I played maybe like 6 or 7 games, lost them all. But like a couple of them were like super, super close. One of the most annoying ones though, I drew my cards. I had like level 5s and 6s. That was like all I had, right? Maybe 1 or 2 level 3s. I was like, this hurt. This can sucks, And then I got what I was able to do, but then I was drawing nothing but like 5s and 6s. That's all I was getting, right? And I was like, fuck, I need a fucking level 4. Come on. And then my opponent, he kind of beat me kind of quick. And as he was flipping all my security, like all of one big hit, he flipped like 4 things of security, all level 3s and 4s, all on my security. Oh. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, that's a burn. That was annoying. But yeah, also I played someone who had a Dan Devimon deck. I was like, oh, what the fuck is this, right? Apparently, Dan Devimon gains. Oh, I gotta read the card again. If you delete one of his security cards, then the person attacking also has to delete one too. So if you attack him, he has to delete one too. And then he had 2 tamers on the field, both Karis, these purple Karis. And when you leave or delete a security card, you get to suspend the tamer to earn a memory. So every time I deleted one of his securities, he gained 2 memory, and then I had to delete one too. Oh, and I was like, fuck. He can only do that once per turn though, right? So he can't delete 2 off of mine or whatever, right? But that was annoying enough, right? I was like, every time I would hit him, I had to lose something too.
That's pretty messed up, yeah.
And then he would recover, because it was a purple-yellow deck. So he would recover some yellow shit. I was like, damn, that's pretty sick. And so I went ahead and got me some Dan Devimons, because they were like $2 each. So I'm gonna build that deck, because I think I have a lot of the cards that he was running in his deck. I'll put my own little flair in it maybe. But that's why I got some Dan Devimons, and I got these Demi Devimons. I think they're promos or something like that. They're like $3-4 each. So that was part of my $75 run there. And they're like they have some special. Oh yeah, when you have like 10 things in the trash, then you can just summon him. A Dan Devimon from the trash once you play him or something like that. Something crazy like that. Something that gets you Dan Devimon a lot quicker. So I'll put that shit together pretty soon. But that's what I did there. And when I was there too, yeah, I picked up those folders. I picked up a new box, because I was running out of room in my current box. So I'll start putting those decks together. Also, I play a little Pokken. We're gonna have this video game Olympic type of thing going on this Sunday, guys. So come back Sunday, check this out. We're gonna have a 3v3 tournament, different fighting games. It's kind of random. One of the games in this random pool though is Pokken, which I haven't played in a long time. So I went ahead and bought the game, and I played a little bit of it for like a couple of minutes just to kind of get the hang of it again. But I'm gonna start playing more of that pretty soon, just in case that game comes up, and also because I just been wanting to play that for so long. I also watched Evangelion 1.11.
The special edition is 1.11, yeah.
Okay. Well, whichever one's available on Amazon right now, because it's all on Amazon. All the Evangelions, the recent movies, 1. Whatever, 1.0, 2.22,
Let's
3.
just say 1 through 4.
Yeah, 1 through 4 are all available right now on Amazon, including the new one that just dropped. All available. So I went ahead and started watching it. I watched the first one. Yeah, it's pretty much what I remember. It's retelling the first half of the original series, except that last monster, he's just kind of a lot different though, and that whole last freaking angel they fought
Yeah,
with.
the whole thing that went down at the end with Ray, it was totally different.
Yeah, yeah, a little different. Still kind of the same end result, but like just different in a way with like the drama that was happening, with like more detailed in a way.
Well, remember, Third Impact actually started there, and so
the second. That happens in 2 because it didn't happen yet.
No, are we talking about 2?
No, I'm talking about 1. Cause
I
watched
sorry.
1.
Okay, you're talking about 1.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
The angel that's different is that diamond-shaped one that fucking blasts him. And he starts fucking digging into the ground. And he's just sitting there all day, and they're like, all right, we got to reroute all of fucking the country's power to this sniper rifle, right? So, but that was like more detailed on how they did all that and how it missed and all that shit. So it's just like more drama behind it. It was cool. And then at the very end, you fucking see Kaoru on the moon. I was like, okay, this is when it happened. It happened at the end of the first one.
The
I was
only, only difference is that, right?
Yeah. I thought the Berserk mode happened at the end of the first one. No, that whole Berserk Third Impact happens at the end of the second. I was like, oh shit, we're not even there yet. Damn. Okay. So yeah, I'll continue watching that. And then yeah, that's basically it.
Okay. For my Unfocused week, I saw my first movie in a movie theater again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was called Pig. It was by what's his name? It was, I don't know the director because it's a brand new director. But it was starring Nicolas Cage, and I was really.
Was it about cops?
No, yeah, that's funny. No, that's not what it was about. I was really thinking it was gonna be about like a John Wick type thing. It's like this guy who has a truffle pig, and him and the truffle pig, they hunt truffles, and that's how he makes his money and shit. And then, that the pig gets kidnapped, and he loves this pig,
As pigs do,
Yeah, as the truffle pig gets kidnapped, so he goes on a mission to get the pig back. So I thought it was gonna be like John Wick, but it was way more chill than that. It was more like a heady kind of thing, and you're trying to get his pig back. It was a good movie. It was really dope.
Okay.
I was like, damn, Nicolas Cage.
It's just called Pig, though?
It's called Pig.
Nah, I fucking just bury the lead, huh?
Yeah, they like to get to the point. So that was really good. I like that. I think we talked about Suicide Squad last week that I saw that, right?
Yeah, I believe so, yes.
Okay.
I have not seen it.
Moving on. I pulled out a lot of Digimon cards. I've been getting some Digimon packs. Actually, I only got 6 packs. I went real light. I just got that this week, and I was like, let me just open all 6 right now. And I got 4. Out of the 6 packs, I got 3 dope ass cards out of them. All 3 Omnimons. 3 Omnimons out of those 6 packs I ordered.
That's crazy.
And then I got a good one out of the a Black War Greymon out of the promo pack. I'm like, damn, I'm on fire right now. For this set, I'm on fire. I keep pulling Omnimons.
Yeah.
It makes up for set 4. I didn't pull shit in set 4. Nothing I needed anyway. So yeah, I've been doing that a little bit, hunting stuff down. What else did I watch? I watched the first episode of Jellystone. Have you heard about that?
Sounds familiar. I think you mentioned it before.
No, well, it's the Yogi Bear show. They made a new Yogi Bear show.
Okay,
it's on HBO Max. And it's not just him. It's got Huckleberry Hound and
shit.
Top Cat.
What?
They're all there. It's
a fucking universe. Oh
yeah,
shit!
It's almost like DuckTales, like how they just pulled in everything.
Yeah.
And it was pretty funny. I was watching. It's good. It's got a lot of kid humor, but it's got a lot of fucking a lot of adult little references, a lot of winks to adults about funny things
Right.
So yeah, that was been really
pigs.
Yeah, like pigs. And but yeah, so yeah, Jellystone was pretty cool. I saw a couple animes that I hadn't seen before. There were new ones on Netflix. One of them was so funny. I hope I can remember the name. But the whole idea of it was a guy who works for a children's show like Blue's Clues or something. Right? And then but in between his cuts and stuff, it's called Uramichi Nissan. It's old Big Brother Uramichi basically. And in between the activities and the stuff and the games and stuff, he'd say some really dark shit about how bad it's gonna be when they're gonna become adults. And the kids are all confused and shit, like, what? Yeah, this shit's hilarious, man. So there's that one, and I know. There's another steampunk one that was called The Case Study of Vanitas. That was really cool too. I'm a big fan of both of those. So yeah, those are both on Netflix. Highly recommend them.
Okay.
I think that basically covers the Unfocused week. I started watching the show Outer Banks. It's really good on Netflix.
Oh, you're watching Outer Banks? That's crazy.
You watch it?
I've seen it. I've seen the first season.
I heard second season's even better.
I heard it was pretty good.
I heard it's better.
I didn't hear better. I just heard it was really good.
I heard better. That's why I wanted to watch it. Someone told me it was even a step up from the first season.
Interesting. Okay, I gotta continue watching that. Yeah, I watched my new what is it called? Car Masters, Rest to Riches. Season 3 just dropped beginning of the month.
Rest to
so
Riches.
I already killed that. I believe that's the name of the show. It's about, mechanics have a shop and they try to build a car and trade it up. Or trade it with somebody to get something a little bit better, and then they'll fix that shit up, make it look dope, and sell it for like a big profit. So keep on like trading, get something better, make it better, and then get something big at the end, for like a big payoff. So I was watching that, and this season didn't end that well. It was kind of sad. The last season ended up kind of weird too, because they got in like one of their cars into a museum, the Peterson Museum or some shit. I want to go check it out now, see if I can find their car there. But yeah, it was pretty cool. Anyways. Speaking of random shit.
All right. I think that basically covers my Unfocused week. I already announced my intention to watch Evangelion.
You announced it.
I'm gonna rewatch
I
number
didn't get
3.
the memo.
Hey, so actually, I texted you. You did get the memo, you motherfucker.
I think you told me to watch it.
Yeah. No, I said let's watch it.
Oh, you said let's watch it. Okay.
See, you ain't even reading my texts.
I'm trying to be reading your checks. I gotta
start reading.
I ain't got time for that.
No. Yeah. I asked you when are we gonna watch it.
And I started watching 1.0.
Yeah. So let me know before you watch 4.0, man. That's how this podcast started. We gotta fucking talk about 4.0. We've been waiting only. Jesus, have we been waiting 10 years for 4.0? Wasn't it 2013, 2014?
Something crazy like that.
That's
yeah.
8 years
like
for the last
9
movie.
years in the making. Yeah.
And I asked my friend had seen the movie already, and he told me, he's like, you know what? Because I asked him, I told him my theory. I think if anyone's been on this podcast and heard us talk about Evangelion, which we've talked about since episode 1. My theory is that this is all a parallel universe, and the only one who actually is from our first universe is Kaoru. That's why he remembers, and he's saying he's going to save Shinji this time. And my friend's like, he's like, you're kind of right, but you're also really wrong, too. And I'm like, why am I surprised? That sounds like fucking Evangelion.
Yeah.
He's like, it's not quite that, but that's pretty close. But So I'm like, I feel like he didn't tell me anything by telling me that.
I think it's like what happens after Third Impact happened in the original anime. I think this is him resetting the world and starting like all over again. And then he just doesn't know it yet, but like it's just starting all over again.
So movie 1 happens after the end of Evangelion. That's what you're saying. 1.0 happens after the end of Evangelion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could see that.
That's what I feel like, or something like that. I know there's like an ending to that at the end though that doesn't make it make sense. But maybe it does.
I heard this last one kind of connects everything a little bit, so I guess we'll have to see.
I guess so, yeah.
Oh man, I'm excited to watch that. All right. I guess there's something else we talked about that I guess we should get into, right? Are we done with the Unfocused week?
Yeah, I guess so.
That being said, we're gonna talk about the main event for this week, Marvel What If.
Yeah.
For those that have not seen it or haven't, do plan on watching it and want to see it.
Oops.
We're about to talk about some major plot points right now in the newest episode of Marvel What If. So spoiler alert for everyone. Anyone who's watching visually, you can see a little red warning on top that says spoiler alert. As long as that's there, we're talking about Marvel What If episode 2. And we'll jump into it right away. So for those that don't know, this What If episode is called What If T'Challa Became Star-Lord? And this has a lot of different implications than we originally thought. It's pretty cool. Did you post that up yet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I really liked it. What do you think about it? Just on general.
It was cool. I liked it a lot too. Like it's kind of funny too, just as Guardians are kind of like funny sometimes. This was kind of funny too, which was kind of weird to kind of see that parallel there.
Yeah.
And just like really different too, just to see how things like, again, gone a different way if something slightly different happened.
Drastically different. And I don't know about you, AJ. I like the twist because the whole time I was like, okay, wait a minute. Why does him getting taken mean Wakanda falls and Earth? You know what I mean? I was like, what the fuck does that... How does that make sense? Because I was like, that place has been protected and defended way after he's a kid, even no matter what happens. So I'm like, how did that happen? It turned out that wasn't even fucking true.
No.
That was a lie by our boy Yondu, you know?
Yeah.
To keep his son, Like...
Yeah, which is crazy. The funny thing, though, was fucking Thanos. That
so
was hilarious.
Fucking funny, bro.
And I like he's just
T'Challa
like
showed me there's another way. I was like,
yeah, I like he's just like a bro. Like he talks to people like, yeah, I want to do the genocide thing. Like everyone says I'm crazy, but they don't understand.
I like how you hear him.
They call it genocide.
I like how
I don't see it that way.
Every now and then you just hear him talking to other characters and you don't get to hear what Thanos is saying. You just hear his voice mumbling like, that's basically genocide you described. He's like, no, it's different. It's random.
Yeah.
That's just hilarious.
And he's part of the crew. He's pretty much one of the Guardians.
He's a Guardian of the Galaxy,
Yeah.
or at least a Ravager.
Yeah, which is crazy. So like I thought that was crazy to see him like at a different level, like, you know, kind of like more having fun, not so serious. Still has his plan though, so you know that's still part of his personality.
He's just going a different way about it though.
But
he's going the conversational route.
Because someone talked to him and gave him a different point of view, he fucking just like, oh, okay, I'm not gonna go pursue this, but if I'm able to, then, you know,
Yeah.
it's a thing, it's an idea.
Fucking hilarious.
That's fucking crazy, yeah.
They did a great job with this episode.
Yeah, that was crazy. And the fact that the Collector is pretty much a Thanos in a way, right?
Yeah, you know, it's actually more in line with his comic book character because he's actually
is it?
really powerful in the comics. I'm
Oh,
surprised
okay.
they kind of treat him like, you know, whatever kind of guy.
Yeah, he was like a kick around character like in the movie in MCU.
Yeah, Thanos just like punks him easy, and like
Yeah.
you feel like Star-Lord could whoop his ass kind of if
Yeah.
if he really wanted
If
to.
you wanted to, yeah.
Or yeah, but in this is like no, that's kind of more how he is. Like you couldn't really stop him if he didn't want you to, unless you were like, I don't know, the Silver Surfer, or maybe Thor, or somebody like on the really higher levels, like maybe.
Okay.
So yeah,
Interesting.
that was pretty cool.
And the other thing that's kind of showed me too, though, is that fucking Peter Quill, the actual Star-Lord, is fucking, and the whole team in general is a little lazy, maybe a little selfish, because they seem to be a lot better at, like with T'Challa as Star-Lord there, right? And then
Yeah.
they're actually helping people, and fucking he was able to talk Thanos out of not fucking pursuing the genocide shit, right?
You know what? I think the difference in between T'Challa and Star-Lord is very it's very subtle, but here's what it is if you ask me. I think it's that he was taught to be a king and command people because they don't listen to Peter Quill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he tries to tell them, "You take me home," blah blah. He's like, "Shut the fuck up, kid. You're coming with us." But you know, him being raised by T'Chaka as a king, like, you know, and also having that adventurous mentality, I feel like they respected him a little more.
Yeah.
And so they were more willing to listen to what he had to say.
That's good. That's a good way to put it too. Yeah.
You know, I thought that was kind of interesting way for them to put that to
Yeah.
frame that whole thing. Okay, so you told me earlier before I even saw it, or yet last night, rather, that there was one thing that really bothered you about
yes,
it.
there is.
So I think I know what it is because I think it bothered me too. But
What is it?
I'll be mad if it's not the same thing because that means there's two things that bothered us.
Okay.
So
What is
you
it?
want to go first? Or
No, you go ahead. You go first.
Why the fuck didn't they go back and get Peter Quill?
No, that didn't bug me.
Oh, see, that bothered the shit out of me. I was like, okay, I understand you got the wrong kid.
Yeah, just go
Whatever.
back and get the
Go
right
back
guy.
and get him too.
Yeah.
Like you didn't have to put T'Challa back. You could get him too if you really wanted to keep him. You
Yeah.
know. But what you know he's out there. You know he's the son of a Celestial. You're just gonna leave him out there like for a decade.
They
like,
don't know he's a Celestial. They don't know that.
No, but they know that there's a strong energy signature. And they're sent to get him, and they knew they got the wrong motherfucker. But they didn't do anything about that, and Ego didn't fucking make them pay for not going to get the right kid. Like, I don't know, it just didn't add up to me. That was the only thing
Maybe
in the
they
whole
just avoided
thing.
Ego so well that, you know, it wasn't even a thing.
It's believable. They're the Ravagers.
My beef
What's that?
is that somehow T'Challa is, like, he came up with the name Star-Lord. But Peter Quill got that name because his mother called him Star-Lord. So how the fuck did T'Challa come up with the name Star-Lord for himself? That's what bugged me.
That's interesting. But you know what? I think it might be one of those things. This is kind of a thing in What If. There's some things that are inevitabilities in What If. I don't
like
know.
Thanos?
Yeah, like Thanos. But, you know, I don't know how to explain it, but in every What If comic, sometimes there's echoes of things that shouldn't happen that happen anyway. For example, Iron Man in the Peggy Carter one last week.
Okay, so Iron Man still happened.
Yeah,
even
and like even though it wasn't Tony Stark that made it, they didn't have that scenario at all. But fucking somehow Iron Man came out, you know, and it was never gonna not happen. And they always have shit like that. So I figure him naming himself Star-Lord is probably along the same lines. Like whether it was a totally different reason, which it is a different reason. They actually consider him to be the Lord of the Stars because he goes through helping people everywhere, you know.
Okay, maybe that's how he got the name then, huh?
Well, I don't think he gave it to himself. I think the people gave it to him.
And yeah, okay, that's interesting. I like that then, because once he started calling himself Star-Lord, I'm like, wait, but Peter Quill calls himself that because his mom called him that.
You made a really good point. That
I
actually,
was like, the fuck, like how did he come up with that name? But going back on it too, no, that doesn't make sense. No, okay, maybe it does make sense. I don't know if it makes sense. I forgot when this happened, but there's that whole conversation he had with his father, where he was talking about like how the kings live in the sky and it's in the stars. No, he saw that message once he found the ship, right? So no, there's still no way. Okay, never mind. That was unless
it's coincidence.
Unless he got that conversation with his father, or remembers like a similar conversation with his father when he was younger, and maybe that's how the name came up. Maybe I can see how that can make sense in that case.
Maybe.
Otherwise,
I
that bugs me.
I think it's just coincidence. Like I said, some things are inevitabilities and what ifs. Like some things are going to happen.
Yeah, like the universe will like force it to happen.
It'll meld around. It's almost like around. It's more like remember I was telling you that there's Nexus beings. And those things are fixed, and those things are going to happen the way they're going to happen every time.
Mm-hmm. So Star-Lord is a Nexus name.
It's
going to happen regardless.
Doesn't matter who has it, but it's happening. You know, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I like how he was also more hand-to-hand combat, and that got him out of a lot of things that actually really fucked Star-Lord and made whole little subplots. Because, him not being able to beat the rat,
Oh, who that fool? That one dude that came through? Dude, that was hilarious.
The fool from Guardians and Captain Marvel? What is his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy, that's so funny.
Yeah, the fact that he came out, it was like, oh, shit, you're Star-Lord, dude.
Yeah, that was so funny.
Yo, calm down. We're not going to attack him yet. Are you okay? We attack you? Like,
yeah. Can I use the gun? He's like, it's okay. That's what it's for. Like, that's why we're here,
Go ahead and give me your best, I was like, are you sure about that, Like,
that's so funny.
And then when he got, like, hit, he, like, smiled as he got hit across the jaw or whatever, right?
He's like, oh, was that too much?
Yeah.
Like, that's just funny.
Oh, my God. And then he joined the teams afterward. Like, that's hilarious.
I like that, he brought him with him. And said, this guy can come.
Yeah, he carried him out and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That was funny. That was cool.
Yeah.
What else was there?
Like I said, I really liked that him being a hand-to-hand combat specialist really changed a lot of the scenarios that Star-Lord was in that put him in a bad spot. Like, him having that problem and not being able to deal with those guys made him into this whole crazy scenario. He had to run and fly away, and he got chased, and now Thanos was on his tail, or Ronan was on his tail,
Yeah.
Like, but him, like, shutting all that down right away and killing all those fools, done. None of that happens, I like that. And it's because T'Challa has been trained a little more. Peter Quill's just a guy.
Yeah, exactly. Literally just like...
He's a dude.
Literally a dude.
As Drax would say, you're just a dude,
He's not a dude.
He's a man,
he's a man. You're a dude.
Yeah. That shit was funny. What else was I going to say? What else I really liked? I think it's just because of that last one, and I knew that they didn't get Steve Rogers and Tommy Lee Jones back for the voices. So it was really surprising in this one that they got so many voices back. Because that really was Benicio del Toro as the collector.
It was?
Yeah,
I was wondering if that was or not. I couldn't tell.
Yeah, that was really him.
I'm not used to his voice other than...
Me either. Yeah, it was kind of surprising. He was being different, so...
Yeah.
Karen Gillan, that was really Nebula.
Cool. Yeah, it sounded like her.
There was, I think, almost everybody. The only ones that weren't them was Drax. Drax was voiced by someone else.
Okay.
Which, by the way, Dave Bautista said they never asked him.
Damn.
Yeah. So
Damn.
He didn't sound that mad.
It's only for like 5 minutes. Do we really need Dave Bautista?
Because they would have to pay him all.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
I was like, and now on the fair side, that wasn't Peter Quill's voice either.
Okay,
so
that's
it's
fine.
like, come on,
again, because he was only there for like 2 seconds. So I mean, that's fine.
But Thanos was Josh Brolin.
Because he was there a lot longer, so.
Yeah. No, I mean, they actually got the actor to play Thanos again. Like, I love that. Yeah,
that's cool.
So yeah, most of them were there, and I really liked that. I enjoyed that. And I was like looking at the credits afterwards too. I'm like, oh, that was them.
Other thing too that was kind of cool is that Wakanda.
Taserface is the same.
Oh yeah, Taserface is actually still there too. That was kind of crazy to see him.
Same guy.
That's cool. Wakanda actually went ahead and like learned how to go to space on their own and shit. That was pretty crazy.
Man, you know what's funny? I don't know if we said it on the podcast, but I definitely called it. I was like, Wakanda's definitely gonna fucking put all their efforts into finding T'Challa, and like they have the tech. I was like, they could do it if they wanted to. You know, they just didn't care about that before. So I like that actually happened.
Yeah, like they had a reason to go out and do it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I like that part of it too. I was kind of hoping that maybe the necklace he was wearing had the
Black Panther suit?
Yeah, the Black Panther suit in
Me
it.
too.
And like somehow like him going to the ship activated it and he got everything, but that didn't happen. But that's fine. That would have been cool.
He still used the vibranium to get out. I like that.
Yeah, I like that part too. That was pretty dope.
What else? I feel like there was other things.
Yeah, there's a lot of... overall, though, the one thing that, like, I don't have a feeling of... This is why I didn't feel like this was, like, a better episode than the last one. Is, like, it was a good episode. I liked it a lot. But, like, what we got from the last one is, like, some extra detail we never heard about from Hydra. In this episode, I don't feel like we got any new additional information that could be like an overall thing of new knowledge, you know?
The collector. Him having bigger plans with all that shit him actually having a plan with all that shit he was collecting. I don't know, man.
What was his plan? I think I glossed over that.
Well, I'm not sure either, but he was he was trying to expand his empire and get more samples.
But I think that's only because he was like he was trying to fill that new role where Thanos is, you know, not there anymore. So I think that's the only reason that was the thing. So that's I don't feel like that's a new overall like overarching like information thing that can be, you know, seen in future MCU movies.
I guess you're right.
Like that's the only reason why this one is not as, I don't feel like is as good as the last one, because like the whole Hydra thing, like they're worshiping this fucking tentacle monster, like maybe that's what they've been doing this whole time. It just never been said. There's no reason to tell us.
Yeah,
I didn't get anything like that out of this episode.
Yeah, you know, I don't know, man. I think I got a lot of insight as to like what Wakanda, like how much Wakanda was really willing to sacrifice. Like, you know, I didn't really expect them to become what they were to come get him, because I thought they were gonna be like, no, we're isolationists. We stay to this. Like, you know, I guess it wasn't like mind shattering. Like, oh shit, they're worshiping Shumagorath. Like, yeah, that's true. Nothing quite like that.
Yeah, nothing like that. Yeah, like I feel like the only thing this thing really served was like just, you know, different personality traits out of some of the characters, you know, like, oh, okay, like well, Thanos is just the main one, is just freaking crazy. Like, oh, all he needed was a good conversation over some beers and he probably would have been all good and not fucking gone and kind of get all the gems and shit, right?
That's funny. Well, you know, I think we might still get more out of this though, because the ending.
Oh, like how freaking what's his name still came through and found Quill.
And found Quill with his shit parked outside the Dairy Queen. That's just hilarious.
Yeah, that's funny. The Dairy Queen was actually there.
Yeah, and Peter Quill worked at the Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
Even funnier. But I think we might get to actually see what Ego's plan would have been like if it came to fruition. Because now we already know. I wish they wouldn't have shown in the trailers, but we already know there's going to be some kind of multiversal Avengers team led by Captain Carter at some point. Now, question is, are they fighting Ultron or are they fighting fucking Ego?
Oh, shit.
I don't know.
Damn, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think it would make more sense if we do, because, you know, we saw that one thing is, what if Ultron got Vision's body, and I'm like, that's scary already.
What I'm wondering too is that is this whole What If series, is this all a separate timeline? Like all these episodes are all the one same timeline that's split from the main, or are these all different timelines that all split from? Are these all different branches or the same branch? That's what I'm wondering.
Wait. What do you mean?
So in this episode with T'Challa becoming Star-Lord, did freaking Carter still become Captain Carter?
Oh, you're saying is each episode a separate timeline, or is it all one timeline?
Yeah, exactly.
I think they're waiting to surprise us with that. Okay. I think that's something they're just holding back on purpose.
Yeah, like is this like a branch? Like, okay, if things happen this way, all this shit would have happened like this.
My money is on that they're each different timelines, and that the Watcher's gonna get them all and bring them together. No, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe T'Challa just came back to Earth at the end.
Yeah.
So maybe that's just the same time that Captain Carter came through the portal.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking too. Like, so does this set up that, you know, they're gonna, you know, connect quicker than what happened, and that's why we get a different team for the Avengers?
Yeah,
or what?
I think so, because in Thor, I'm just gonna speculate on the Thor episode, the Party Thor episode, because we know the premise of that he just decides to not fucking become worthy, and he just kicks it, you know, and just he becomes a god of partying and shit. Yeah. But then, you know, what we see from the trailer, eventually he does get his shit together and pick up the hammer. So I'm thinking it's more like, what if he didn't get his shit together in Thor, and he waited till the Avengers moment to get his shit together, you know? Like, that's my guess.
Okay.
And so maybe they all will become a team from the same timeline to stop, I don't know, Shumagorath, Ego, fucking Ultron. Like, I don't know what it's going to be. It could be anything at this point. Like, they don't show you what they're fighting in the trailer. They just show them all, like, fucking looking up at something, you know, getting ready. So I don't know.
Yeah. So I guess we just gotta watch more episodes and see what the whole overlining point of this thing is, you know. And like, will this ever cross over? Any of these things gonna cross over into the main timeline too? You know, that's another mystery.
They have to, man. I'm like, there's no way. I feel like it's a missed opportunity, especially with someone like Killmonger. Because we know there's going to be an episode about Killmonger. Yeah. It'd be a missed opportunity to do all this and not use Michael B. Jordan in the main universe again for this other version of Killmonger. At least even for a cameo, you know? Maybe just a cameo.
What do you think of the possibility that, like, they retcon a whole mess of shit just because these timeline things are like branching off in some weird way, and maybe at the end of all this whole arc, that somehow they merge some branches together to form one consistent timeline again. But now some things have changed, and T'Challa's gone. Oh shit, we fucked shit up and T'Challa's gone now, And then maybe like, oh, now we have, Captain Carter instead of Captain America now, but everything else is kind of the same still.
Well,
What are the chances of something like that happening?
It's funny you say that because the showrunner did say, which means you and I might have missed something about exactly what you're talking about. The showrunner did say that there was an Easter egg to Wakanda Forever in this episode.
Was there?
And there's some reference that's going to become a plot point or something, So maybe we just haven't seen the thing you're talking about, or we're not catching the thing that's expanding on things,
Right.
And I'm wondering if it's the space thing, Wakanda going to space. I don't know.
Maybe that could be the thing. Like I said, they showed they had the ability to do it. I guess they never had a reason to do it.
They didn't have a reason
in the main sacred timeline, but they can do it.
And we never saw what happened to Shuri in this timeline. I was pretty surprised we didn't see her at all.
We saw Shuri was there.
Was she?
She didn't say anything or do anything at all, but she was there. When he came back.
I didn't even know she was there.
She was off to the side right there. Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah, so she was there. She didn't say it at the end. No one. Yeah, she was just there.
I like that Thanos still that he struggled with the Black Order with his.
Oh yeah, the Black Order too. That was fucking crazy too.
That they ended up working for the Collector.
Yeah.
I like that he fought them and he struggled with them, but he was able to whoop their ass though,
But the fact that he was struggling with them, and just like two of them, right? It wasn't even all four. So imagine if all four were together.
Yeah, they might have been able to get him.
Yeah. So I thought that was pretty crazy too, to see that Thanos can actually be taken down by the people that he fucking, took in and everything. So I thought that was crazy. Nebula was interesting too. She had hair. She wasn't made into parts and shit like that, right? She wasn't taken apart and experimented on, right?
Thanos never went that far.
Yeah.
Just her eye.
Yeah.
He only did her eye, but
which I'm feeling like that eye now was maybe just something to happen to her and just fixed her and all right, you're good now, right? Rather than experimenting.
See, I kind of got the vibe that he did that to her, and then T'Challa stepped in before he got too far on her.
Okay, maybe that's the thing.
But I don't know. I'm not sure. They were never clear about it, so we don't really know.
Yeah,
It was just cool, man. And Nebula having that long hair, I feel like might be a reference to the time that she infiltrated the Council of Kangs. And she acted like she was Kang with a long hair.
I don't know about that, but that's
I'm telling you, yeah, that's a thing. And she had long blonde hair, and she was saying she was a Kang from a different universe.
That's fine.
But it was Nebula, and because her face is blue, they bought it. They're like, oh, okay, Kang.
Wow.
And but it was Nebula.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, the hair. That's the only other time you see Nebula with long blonde hair like that I can remember in the comic books.
I'm also wondering now, too, because these are all episodes, what if this happened instead, right? I wonder if later on we was what if mutants actually existed, And then we start fucking seeing, X-Men and shit like that.
Well, you heard the show got greenlit for season 2, right?
Okay. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's greenlit for season 2.
Okay. Then I can put more into my theory, okay, we're seeing one branch right now, so season 2 might be, here's this branch, and here's if shit went the other way around.
I think they already said the Captain Carter is going to be in next season. So, but that doesn't mean that it can't be. It could still be what you said.
Yeah, I'm just spitballing here, but interesting, yeah. But yeah, that's our review of What If. You got anything else to mention? I don't.
I think that covers everything. Oh, Howard the Duck.
Oh, yeah, Howard the Duck was crazy, yeah.
And that was Seth Green, too.
Oh, was it?
That was Seth Green.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah. I can chill with him, have a drink or two,
Yeah, I like how you didn't end up helping him at all. He was
right, he didn't do shit pretty much. That's true.
Yeah.
By the way, too, I also seen. I every time I went and watched or rewatched, what do you call it? Endgame. And then we saw Howard the Duck come out the portal. I was like, where is this motherfucker? Everyone tells me he's here somewhere, but I'm so hyped in the moment. It's just happening. I was like, well, wait, where's Howard the Duck? And I always miss him, right? Finally saw him last time I watched Endgame recently.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, after rewatching Black Widow and all that shit.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I finally saw him. Oh, there he is. I finally saw him for literally a second.
Did he have a drink in his hand?
I don't think so. No,
Damn.
that would have been cool though.
Damn, Howard.
Yeah. All right, should we move on?
Yeah, let's go to news, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go turn on the AC, so you can go ahead and start with your first news.
Yeah,
right?
do that, man.
I'm gonna do that shit right
now.
now.
Hit the music first.
Okay.
This is the news.
Let's do it.
The news.
Yeah.
The news.
What? Let's get it.
All right. So, in my first piece of news, we had mentioned last week that a number of different famous comic book writers were leaving Marvel and DC and Image and all the famous ones. Specifically, RB Silva, Pepe Larraz, and Marte Garcia. And, all of them had been leaving different companies to make their own comic book company. And to add to that list is now Jonathan Hickman, the guy who's been making X-Men this whole time and kind of rejumped X-Men. Head of X for House of X and Dawn of X and all that stuff. Yeah, he's leaving them. He's like, he let Marvel know in advance that he was always planning to possibly take off. And, man, I'm really interested in this new company they're making, this new set of comic books. Marvel and DC might have to look out. They got a new rival coming. So he's leaving X-Men, he's leaving Marvel, and I was always hoping he was going to do Spider-Man before he left, so I'm a little bit sad, but, I don't mind. At least he's going on to do bigger things.
He's leaving where to go where again?
He's leaving Marvel, the guy who's been doing X-Men this past year that kind of made it all hyped, the one that everyone's loving. He's leaving them to go start a new comic book company with a bunch of other people.
Oh, a new company? That's crazy.
Yeah, I mentioned last week, maybe 2 weeks ago, that RB Silva, Pepe Larraz, and Marte Garcia were all different, leaving DC and Image so they can go make their own company, and Jonathan Hickman's going with them. So,
do you have a name for the company yet?
I don't think we do.
Probably not. It's probably too early.
Yeah, they haven't announced it yet.
But the fact they're all together, so we're not going to get them doing any more like traditional superhero stuff, but they're going to be making some new shit then, huh?
Yeah, they're making their own shit. I don't know if they'll ever come back. Maybe they'll come back for like individual runs or something like that.
Or maybe they'll get licenses to other like IPs that they can make stories out of. How Archie got the rights to Sonic and Mega Man and stuff like that.
That'd be cool. I'd like that. That'd be dope. We'll have to see.
Udon got the rights to Street Fighter.
Yeah, so we'll have to see what they do with it, but hopefully this company's good. I'm sure they will be. They got fucking Jonathan Hickman. So Marvel's in X-Men Inferno is the last thing written by Hickman. All right, AJ?
Interesting. All right, so EVO has been happening. Evolution. Actually, I'm wearing an EVO shirt today. That was coincidence, actually, I think. But EVO has been happening this past 2 weeks, and I think they finally just wrapped up with their last set of tournaments. And all these tournaments recently have been like more regional. They haven't been like all at once, like everyone around the world. It's been all regional. So like, the Europe division, there's like a East Coast, West Coast, Japan, making South America had their own region too. So that's what's been happening the past 2 weeks, and all those tournaments have been going on, determining winners in all those categories and all that, all those regions. So that I'm pretty sure it's all wrapped up, and I haven't watched a single thing of like what's been going on with the matches and all that, but I'm pretty sure this is one of their big announcements they had at the very end. They went ahead and gave us a cool little video. First off. But they pretty much said in a tweet that EVO is back in Las Vegas, August 5th through the 7th in 2022. So next August, we might be live back in person for EVO, which sounds good that they announced it right now. Of course, still up in the air because we don't know what's going on the road right now and how things are going to be playing out and all that. So who knows if this is going to follow through in the end, but as far as EVO's concerned, they're planning it already, in case things go good, and this can go ahead and happen. So look out for that next year. They haven't said where. I also heard that during one of the EVO like tournaments, one of the commentators was like, "Yeah, we'll see you back next year, at the Mandalay. Las Vegas, So, which means that not confirmed to be back at the Mandalay Bay. Maybe somewhere different. Are we going to be able to go back to the Mandalay Bay? Because that was a pretty cool. That
was my favorite one they've had it at.
Yeah, the convention center wasn't bad. I think they did that like once or twice. I was there 1 year for a day actually at the convention center, and that was pretty cool. That's a big ass spot too. But it was kind of behind the strip though. So maybe they'll go back there. I don't know what they're planning or where they're going to go. They haven't announced anything yet, so we'll look out for that. But at the very least, looks like we're going to have in-person tournaments back at EVO in Las Vegas next year.
Okay. My Hero Academia, the wildly popular anime.
Basically, popular.
Japan's take on superheroes the way America does it, not their own way. It's finally getting a live-action movie.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, they're really doing a live-action My Hero Academia.
Already?
Yeah, yeah, this is not the real footage.
Okay.
But, I'm looking forward to it, especially because the guy who's going to be making it, his name is Shinsuke Sato. And he's made the live-action versions, adaptations of whatever the fuck Inuyashiki is. It made me think that there was an Inuyasha live action. But
that sounds like it. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought of when you.
Kingdom, which I only saw a little bit of that, but it was pretty good. Gantz, which I heard is good. And then the one that I have seen that is good, he did Bleach, which is available on Netflix, I believe. And I thought Bleach was really good. So the fact that this guy is doing My Hero Academia gives me a little bit of hope. He will actually be making this with as an English language movie too. Yeah, it's gonna be made for like with English cast and English dubbing and all that stuff. And like, I'm sorry, not English dubbing, but just English cast and everything. So it's his first time doing an American movie, and he's gonna be making a Japanese movie into an American movie. So hopefully it hits well. All I know is Bleach was good, so my fingers are crossed that this is gonna be good too. Shinsuke Sato, keep an eye out for him, you guys.
Interesting.
He made Alice in Borderlands. Oh, then he's the one working on Yu Yu Hakusho.
Ooh.
Wait, okay.
Huh.
Let me look him up. Let me be sure about that. Because if he's the guy who did Alice in Borderlands, hold on.
When is this supposedly coming out? When should we expect it?
Nah, they don't have a date on it yet.
No date on it yet?
Yeah.
Okay, don't even know.
Don't even think about it.
All right, I'm not gonna think about it. I haven't even seen My Hero yet, but it is on my list. I've been watching other shit lately because I want to start a new series, but I may have to go ahead and start watching this pretty soon, just so I can catch up on what this shit is.
It's so good, and dude, we're already on season 5. We're already on more than 100 episodes. It does not feel like it, bro. It blew by so fucking quick. Like, I just was watching them, and I'm like, oh shit, we're at 100 now. Like,
Damn.
Yeah, so it doesn't feel like it. All right, AJ.
Oh, wait. Let's try some research on that last one. No, okay.
Oh wait, no, yeah, oh yeah, he is the same guy who made
Yeah.
Alice in Borderlands. So.
All right. In other news, so somebody, a YouTube creator, what do you call him, influencer, person, dude, guy, is gonna make his own esports team. So this one dude named Moist Critical, I forgot his actual name. I just read it seconds ago, but I can't remember what his Charlie. Yeah, Charlie. I forgot the other name he goes by. Penguin Zero, something like that. He's a big YouTube streamer, YouTube person. He does all types of videos on random things, a lot of gaming stuff, of course, right? He is gonna start his own esports team. So he announced over on his Twitter that he's gonna like sponsor somebody pretty much to go play in what he's calling the Moist Esports. That's his team name, right? And then his one dude right now is someone that's going to participate in the Smash Ultimate Summit 3. So his first game is actually going to be a Smash game, which is pretty cool. I was wondering when I heard this, like, well, what game is he going to do? Is he going to do like shooting games or like that, FPSs, or like fucking Overwatch? What is he doing? And it so happens to be Smash, which is perfect. Like, that's what I'm familiar with. So apparently he's pretty much signed on this dude named or person named Cola, formerly known as Salt One. So he's already proven his talent, I guess, to him. He's competed before. I guess he's apparently regarded as one of the best Roy players in the world.
Oh shit!
Right
wow.
now. Yeah.
Okay.
So he's the one that's being sponsored right now by, or I guess being part of this team, Moist Critical's team, Moist Esports, and he's going to be playing at Ultimate Summit. So look out for that. Check that out. I guess go support or whatever if you're interested or want to support this dude. He's a pretty cool dude. Like, he gets in some weird drama once in a while though, but he's aight. But yeah, he's doing an esports team. I wonder if he's gonna venture out to other like type of video games and maybe other fighting games. Maybe he'll like sign on a Street Fighter player, or I don't know. Maybe he'll get into like League of Legends, or what's that new Pokemon called one? What's it called? I forgot what it's called. I'll talk about it later though, of course. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. I wonder if any other like YouTubers or any other influencers are interested in doing any, sponsored teams like this. That would be cool. Maybe Justin Wong should do that shit, because I know Justin Wong has sponsored people in the past to he'll pay for like their plane ticket and their hotel and all that to get them to a tournament, and kind of like fund them in that way. I wonder if he would be interested in doing his own team. That would be interesting. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
All right. For anyone who doesn't know, Alien is going to be getting a TV show adaptation on FX.
Alien.
Not adaptation may not be the right word, but they're going to be making a TV show in the same universe as Alien, and it's going to be about Alien. It's going to be done by Noah Hawley, who did the Fargo show. So apparently this is a thing now, making TV shows off of movies and having them be connected loosely. So,
right.
And I'll tell you what, that Fargo show is amazing. Feels very similar.
What's Fargo based off of?
Fargo the movie.
was a movie? Oh shit, I didn't know
from
that.
the 90s. Yeah, dude, it's really good. You should watch it. It's like a classic. It's a Coen Brothers movie. Highly recommend it. But then he made a TV show. Doesn't follow the exact same events, even the same people. It just follows other true events that happened in Fargo. And so, like, it's pretty cool in that way because it still has the same vibe as the movies, but it's totally different. So knowing that he can do that, hopefully he can do the same thing for something as extreme as Alien. But we will see real soon. They've described it as very grounded and very Noah Hawley. For anyone that's ever seen Fargo, you might understand what that means. Very human, very comical, even when ridiculous, fucked up things are happening. And which is crazy. He's shown his interest in aliens for a long time. For anyone that hasn't seen season 2 of Fargo, you might know what I'm talking about. There's a little reference in there that he's kind of he's interested in supernatural or like space stuff. I won't say too much more than that.
Okay.
But yeah, I just love that this is happening. This is a real thing. They're expecting it to arrive in 2023, which that's when that Fargo show is supposed to come out. So this is gonna be a busy motherfucker for the next few years.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was the FX president saying that. Alien next 2 years from now. AJ.
Cool. In other news, GTA 3. So apparently there's rumors right now going around that saying that Rockstar Games, they're going to remaster GTA 3 and all the games in that series, which would be like Vice City and San Andreas. So we might get some type of trilogy coming out pretty soon, maybe. And they're also saying that this is going to be built over onto the current engine that like GTA 5 runs on, which is the Unreal Engine. So that'd be crazy. I know like GTA 4 was based on the Euphoria engine. I didn't know they went to Unreal for 5. I have no idea what 3 was based off of, but 3 was the first time they went 3D and all that.
Yeah, that's the first time it wasn't overhead, right?
Yeah, exactly, because the first 2 were overhead. But yeah, so yeah, they're talking about remastering. Apparently they already remastered it once before, which I guess I missed on that. It kind of did like an HD remaster, but this one is looking like it's going to be like a new overhaul on this new engine and just introducing these games, which I'm actually kind of down for because I've been wanting to play GTA 3 again. I actually tried playing it again recently, and I never made it that far through. In San Andreas, I've always wanted to like finish that game. When I originally had it on PS2, I didn't get that far. I got pretty far into it, but then I got kind of stuck at a spot, and I kind of just never went back to it. But I'll be down to finish that game at the very least. So if this is actually for reals, I'll be down to buy this trilogy. And check it out. But yeah, we'll see if that's true or not. What's kind of crazy too is that we don't even have a new GTA like in the works as far as we know. Like GTA 5 has been out for like 8 years, almost 10 years now, I believe. But there's been no talk about a GTA 6 yet. And supposedly that they haven't like considered it, supposedly, or maybe they're not even worried about it because GTA 5 has been making so much money online that people are saying like maybe they're not even bothering to do a GTA 6 yet. So it looks like they're putting all the resources into a GTA 3 remaster, that's fine by me. So look out for that in the future, I suppose. Hopefully, maybe.
All right. Another piece of news. I've never seen it, but there's a popular TV show called Manifest from NBC. And, it's about a bunch of people on a plane that, like, they think they die in a plane crash, but really there's just a time skip. And they go back home and everyone...
I hate when that happens.
Yeah, it sucks, man. It's such a burn. They go back home, no one remembers them, they've been forgotten, et cetera,
Yeah.
but, they're trying to catch up with their family and shit. I haven't seen it, but apparently people are going pretty fucking crazy for this show on NBC. But NBC's dropping it.
Damn.
You'll be happy to
All
know.
right, Fox.
You'll be happy to know Netflix is right now in talks to try to take this show from them.
That's cool.
And the casting
As Netflix does once in a while, right?
Yeah, every now and then they'll save some shit,
Yeah.
And the whole cast and crew are part of the talks. So if this does get picked up by Netflix, you're gonna get everybody back. So keep your hope alive, I guess. I've never seen it, so I don't know why people love it so much.
Nah, I never heard of it.
Yeah. Okay. AJ, you want to tell them? How much news you got?
I got like 2 more.
Oh
3
shit!
more?
Here, let me go again.
3 more.
So there's a new Star Wars comic that we'll talk a little bit about what happened between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. It will also be a continuation of the comic book that was out earlier this year called War of the Bounty Hunters, which, as you can imagine, it was about all the bounty hunters fighting in Empire Strikes Back trying to get Han Solo. Because I don't know if you remember, they showed you a gang of dope-ass looking bounty hunters, but none of them fucking showed up except for Boba Fett. Apparently that's because they had a fucking big-ass battle between each other over who was going to get Han Solo, and Boba Fett was the last man standing.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so there's a whole comic book about it I'm really interested in reading. And now this other one will be a continuation, a spin-off. It's called Crimson Reign. Yeah, like I said, it happens between Empire and Return of the Jedi. Yeah, so I'll give you a little backstory of what the Empire was up to when they were trying to figure out what they're going to do with Luke Skywalker and all that shit. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Connected to that, right before this podcast, me and AJ just saw a trailer for Star Wars Visions. It's the first official trailer because we had shown something here before, but I think it was just like a behind-the-scenes like creation of it and shit like that.
Yeah, I think it was. By the way, Cuckoo's mentions in chat that War of the Bounty Hunters was taken partially from
Shadows of the Empire.
Shadows of the Empires, no?
Yeah, because Shadows of the Empire is what happens between Empire and Return of the Jedi as well. So yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, other stuff.
So Visions, right?
Yeah, Star Wars Visions. What do you think from the trailer?
Did we get that name before? Did we have a name for it?
Yeah, we didn't always have the name, but ever since that first trailer, we had the name.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it looks pretty dope. Like to actually see all the animation, all the crazy shit they're trying to do, and just doing shit that like maybe people either never thought of doing as far as the Star Wars universe goes, or like doing something like someone's thought about, like why haven't they done this yet, and then they go out and do it. It's like, oh shit, they're doing it now. So,
yeah,
so, like seeing shit like that. Like what the fuck does this guy have right here? Like a fucking pinwheel, like lightsaber.
Yeah, because it was
Why
like
does he have so many lightsabers?
Huh?
Why does he have so many lightsabers?
I don't know, man. Some people will get down like that. Yeah, and it was spinning and shooting blaster fire back. That's pretty fucking cool. Yeah, there looks like a lot of cool stuff we've never seen that we would like to see. Like somebody did a forced blade catch.
Yeah,
and we're like, sick. Damn. And we saw someone do the.
And also, the crazy thing about that one scene too is the dude that was doing it didn't have wasn't even flinching.
Yeah, he just looked regular.
He just like normal, like, oh, this shit again.
As a Jedi should, you know.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Yeah. Other cool things we saw. There was an anime version of Boba Fett flying around. I'm looking forward to seeing that. We saw some really cool looking lightsaber dueling.
Yeah.
I was like, that looks pretty sick. I was telling AJ something someone did in the trailer. I'm guessing they're part mechanical. But they took a kyber crystal and fucking slammed it into their fucking chest, and it made them activate and do some shit. I was like, oh, fuck.
That's crazy, yeah.
Never thought about that for Star Wars.
No.
Like, that's pretty cool.
What would happen if you put that shit into like a engine, just power a spacecraft? Could that be a thing?
You know what's funny?
What?
That's called the Death Star.
Oh, shit. My bad.
Death Star uses a lot of
my bad.
Imperial Mind kyber crystals around its corner, which focus the power and fire that shot that destroys a planet.
But if that's a shot, though, like, okay, I understand the shot, but like, what about like using it in a different way for not as a weapon, like as a way to power the motion of a vehicle?
Shit, maybe that's what that person was doing. I don't know. I've never seen it.
And then by accident made it into a laser. Like, fuck it, let's just go for laser.
Right, I guess so, right? I guess, yeah. I'm not sure. That's a solid question, AJ.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Death Star is made out of Sith technology.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah,
but yeah, so that this is Visions, by the way. If anyone doesn't know, this is like Japanese animators taking their own, making their own stories based off the Star Wars universe, right?
Yeah, and famous studios too, like the ones that did Kill la Kill, the ones that did Samurai Champloo.
One looked like was it Ghibli?
I think Ghibli's doing one, yeah.
Yeah, because one of them looked like their style of animation too. Like that looks so freaking like Ghibli style right there.
Mm-hmm. Also, one of my favorite animes, Magi, the company that did Magi, they're doing one episode too. And this basically serves to be like the Animatrix from what we're seeing. Like little ways to expand the universe without telling you canon plot things about the main characters, Which I'm down with that. I want more of that. It makes Star Wars grow.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Mandalorian works,
True.
All right, AJ?
Yeah, so, speaking of like expanding universes and shit like that, right? We got an announcement for something that we already kind of thought about that was going to happen, but now we actually have the actual confirmation and everything. But SNK just the other day announced a new character coming to their Samurai Showdown game. Someone who isn't from SNK, so we're getting another special.
Yet they fit it very, very well.
Yeah, another guest character coming to one of these games, which has been a cool thing lately. The fighting games have been doing is having these guest characters.
How they're staying alive, man. Cross-platform.
Yeah, man. But apparently, from Guilty Gear, we're finally getting Baiken. Yeah.
I actually use Baiken, so I was pretty surprised. It's like they're trying to market it to me. They gave me Hibiki, and then they gave me Baiken right afterwards.
Right? They're like, T, you gotta play Samsho,
You gotta play,
man.
bro.
Yeah.
They're telling me. I even have a Baiken shirt.
Right? So yeah, Samurai Showdown Cross, Guilty Gear, X-Erd.
23X3S Special 22-8X5B.
The Erd.
The third. Yeah.
Erd, not third. There's Erd.
Oh, yeah, Erd. Yeah, right? And X.
Yeah, Erd X. Baiken. So yeah, she's a new character coming through for Sam's show, which she fits perfectly because she uses a samurai sword and all that, right? She has that style, which a lot of Guilty Gear characters are just fucking weird anyway, but she's the only one like looks like a traditional like samurai type of style.
Even down to missing an arm, like some OG.
Oh, she's missing an arm. I had no fucking clue.
Yeah, look at her left arm or her right arm.
Fucking right.
Yeah, she has a claw there. She has all kinds of weapons she uses there in place of it.
Shit, I've always been so distracted by other parts of her body that I didn't realize that she was missing an arm.
Hey man, disabilities, they don't define the person,
Exactly.
She's missing an arm and she's missing an eye.
Damn, that's crazy. How do you lose an arm that's opposite of the eye you lost to? Like,
well,
what the fuck
I think that
happened?
they lost the eye first, and that threw off their depth perception.
Oh, okay.
And that's how they lost the arm.
That
Like,
sucks. Yeah,
it's just a guess.
it'd be like that sometimes, I guess.
It
right?
does.
All right, but yeah,
Trust me,
I think it's
AJ,
kind of weird.
It does be like that sometimes. It's okay.
But yeah, so
Counters.
the fact that she's a Guilty Gear character, which is known for like these
Ooh,
fucking
she's a counter character. I forgot.
these high flying fucking moves and fucking moving all fast, weird around. And Sam show's kind of slow, right? So I'm wondering how she's gonna fit in this shit. She has a fucking cannon arm in place of that arm there.
That's something from a newer game. She used to just have a claw chain thing, but now I guess she's got cannons too.
Okay. I'm gonna float your boat, But yeah, look out for her. I'm not sure when she's coming out exactly. Oh, she launches August 19th. So tomorrow.
That's the coolest thing about these fighting game releases. When they show you the trailer, it means it's coming in like 3 or 4 days. Like, that's dope.
Yeah, as of recently, like a lot of games have been doing that for sure. It's kind of cool. Especially when like Smash does that too. Like every time Smash introduces a new character, like a week later you have them, which is pretty dope. So that's cool. So we're not like waiting forever and then we forget about it. The hype's gone, So that's cool. Looks like she has her same super from Guilty Gear. I had no idea. I'm tripping now that she has one arm now, man. I had no fucking clue before. That's crazy. Anyway, but yeah, look out for it tomorrow. My bad. And then we'll have T's review next week on the show, right?
Okay. So AJ, I think you'll be a fan of this. Adventure Time is gonna have a spin-off show on HBO Max.
I'm not even done with fucking Adventure Time yet.
Well, whenever you're done, don't worry. There's a spin-off show coming on HBO Max. Yeah, this one will follow Fiona and Cake. Will be the stars of this show. While familiar faces like Ice King pop up, the show explains it's a multiverse hopping adventure and journey of self-discovery. And on the cover of it, there's I don't know if you take a look at this, AJ, but it looks like a female version of the main character.
Oh yeah, Fiona.
Okay, you already know. Yeah, Fiona.
Fiona and Cake. Cake,
yeah,
I think
yeah.
Cake the cat.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, Cake. Yeah, so this show's gonna be about Fiona and Cake instead of the dude and the.
Yeah, they already had a full episode, which was kind of crazy because they did the whole it was a whole new opening and everything, and it had them in it. There's a whole episode based off her, and apparently she's a fan favorite. What's crazy too is that fucking Princess Bubblegum is actually Prince Bubblegum, I think, and voiced by freaking fucking Barney Stinson from How I Met Your Mother. What's his name? Fucking Child Dr. Genius.
Oh, Doogie Howser.
Yes.
Yeah, that's funny.
What's his name?
He has like a long name.
Neil Patrick Harris.
Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're right.
So voiced by him. So that he's but yeah. So that character. So she's gonna get her own like fucking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a spin-off all about her.
That's crazy.
Yeah, her and Cake. It's all about them, and they're gonna be hopping around the multiverse, discovering themselves. That's what it says. That's all that we know about it. But yeah, we'll be on HBO Max. I'm guessing she's gonna hop around different multiverses and eventually meet the main guy, Flynn, right? Is it
Finn?
Finn, yeah.
That's crazy if that happens.
Yeah, but yeah, that's all we know. There's a
Yeah.
picture right there. You can see it on the HBO Max website.
I like how they like gender swap like everyone in that universe. Like everyone's just flipped.
Yeah. Oh.
But yeah, that sounds cool. I'm down. After
Good.
I finish normal Adventure Time.
Right. You know, you would really like that show Fringe. Have I told you about it before?
Yeah, I believe so.
So there's one season. They tease throughout the whole series like that there's a parallel universe that one of the characters has been to, right? And in the middle of, like at the beginning of one season, the episode opens and you see like our characters doing their regular procedure thing, but you're like, something looks different. Like they look like they're in a different building, and you see like they all have like a different clothing style. Like everything about them looks like different kind of. and one of them who's like real quiet and stuff is like all angry and sassy and shit. And you're like, the fuck is going on? And the show cuts, and they give you a brand new opening, and all the colors are red instead of blue, and the music's just a little different. And then like, you know how they like we have things that are fringe sciences here, like parallel worlds, mutation, stuff like that. They had things in theirs that are already a thing here, like astrophysics, like those things, alchemy, like things that we have were like fringe science to them.
Oh wow,
it was real dope. I was like, oh shit,
that's
like
pretty cool.
Yeah, and then they gave you like random whole episodes about those parallel universes, and them like, and like you'd see us trying to get into their universe in one episode. In the next universe, they're like, we're under attack. We think it's aliens or something like something is pushing into our barrier, and they show you everything from their perspective. And now they're like to them it looks like aliens are invading or something horrible is happening. Yeah, and then like when it goes on, eventually at the end of the episode, our characters break through, and they're like, and it looks like them, and they're like, what the fuck, you know?
That's weird.
Yeah, it's so good, bro.
That's confusing.
Yeah, and then like the next episode, they'll go back to our characters, and they're all on the run and separated and hidden because they don't show you that clash that they all had.
Oh wow,
it's dope. It's so good. Yeah, I love Fringe, man. You should watch that. You'd definitely be into it
someday, maybe. I got a lot on my list already.
I know, me too,
including this game. So we got a new Pokemon announcement. So last week,
I got a few actually, right? Wasn't there a couple games?
Yeah, there's a couple of games that I kind of talked about, which I'll kind of go through the list kind of quickly here too. But one of the main ones, it was like a 30-minute presentation that they did this morning. They announced this last week they were going to do this, so I was kind of waiting on this to happen. And then it happened this morning today, which is perfect. So we can talk about it on the show, right? But they kind of mostly talked about they showed us some. Diamond and Pearl, the new remake, but Arceus was the main big thing they kind of showed off today. What's it called? Pokemon Legend Arceus, which seems to be like a big prequel to the Sinnoh region. Even the name of the region is different. I think it's called the like Haisu region or something like that.
Yeah, Haisu.
Yeah. And then so this is supposed to be like early Pokemon days, back in like feudal times and all that. And they gave us more details about this game. So not only are you a person that can like be which is crazy new mechanic that the game has that Pokemon has never had before, is being able to be attacked physically. Your person, the trainer themselves can be attacked by a Pokemon.
Which I don't know why it's a thing in the fucking anime, and you would only imagine that happens. Like,
yeah, never happened in the actual games before ever, but in this game it does happen, and you even have a new mechanic of being able to roll out the way so you can dodge attacks and all that too.
And you see, there's 3 different starters that were together.
Yeah, and
almost mean that back in the day, those 3 types of Pokemon might have all been in the same region and got like relocated or something.
Yeah, exactly. Which is that's what's crazy about this game, is that you're seeing different Pokemon in this region that are not from this region originally, at least not in like current games. This is going to be great, says Leon Leo, so he's already like hyped for this shit. Seems here.
I like that in the past few years, every Pokemon game they put out starts to feel more and more like the game we actually wanted when we were in middle school.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because like we were always like open world, 3rd-person view. That's what we want from Pokemon. Like running around catching Pokemon, fighting in the Pokemon League.
I like this thing right here and the trailer that we're watching right now. So dude throws a ball and like it's shaking, right, as you normally get those 3 shakes,
and then it goes,
and then it clicks with stars. This one, it actually shoots off a firework.
Yeah, that's what it should be. That's pretty cool.
That just gives you the more of a feel like, oh, this is like old days where all they had were fireworks to kind of show off something sparkly, you know?
Yeah.
Which is that was kind of funny that they showed that.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the way that they travel to seems like it's something out of old times. Like, oh yeah, you're gonna use some sticks and some string to fly around on a bird, right?
Mm-hmm.
Also, they're showing us a new Pokemon. So like recently, we can be getting some like regional exclusive Pokemon, not regional exclusive, but more like regional differences in Pokemon. And also new evolutions too. This is an evolution of a Stantler, which Stantler doesn't evolve in like past games, but this new game that takes place in the past, he has an evolution. What happened to that evolution? Why don't we have that evolution anymore? You know,
I mean, Pokemon
that's
lose evolutions of shit.
Yeah, he stopped evolving for some reason. I don't know.
Oh, and Pokemon can go berserk and try to fuck you up, by the way.
Yeah, that's what's crazy too. Like Pokemon actually come out and fucking chase you and shit. And if you fucking get knocked out and hit enough, you will like fucking pass out, black out, as if you lost all your Pokemon, which is pretty crazy too.
Makes sense.
One other new mechanic they also talked about too is styles. So Pokemon, when they attack, they can have different styles of that certain attack. So if you have like Razor Leaf, you can have an agile version of it or a strong version of it.
Depending on the Pokemon and their stats, huh?
No, it's just a way that the attack would be shot off. So if it's an agile version, it may be like faster. Like it may attack first, but it might be a little bit weaker.
What determines if you get agile versus power?
You can choose. There's nothing that
you can
determines
pick.
it.
Oh, you can
So
pick.
when you attack with Razor Leaf, you can choose. I want to do the fucking power version, the strong version, or I want to choose the agile version of it. So like do Razor Leaf, but agilely, or do Razor Leaf strongly. You know, it's kind of like that. So it may like shoot off stronger, but maybe be slower. So it may attack second, or you can do agilely, which might be weaker, but it'll shoot off first. So that's a new like mechanic they're introducing, which looks like you can do with like almost any attack, which sounds kind of crazy. So I want to see what they do with that, and I'm assuming too that maybe you'll get different effects out of it too. So if you attack with the weak version, maybe you'll attack weakly, but maybe you'll get a special status condition that happens, as opposed to doing it strongly. If all you get is just the power attack. I don't know. That sounds pretty cool. I'm interested in trying that out when it comes out. Other things they kind of mentioned too today, as far as Pokemon goes, is Pokemon Unite. So that's the new game, the MOBA game.
With the Diamond and Pearl too, right?
I'll get to that too.
Okay.
But yeah, Mamoswine and Sylveon are going to be new Pokemons to Pokemon Unite, which sound cool. Mamoswine is one of my favorite Pokemon, so that kind of makes me want to play this Pokemon Unite now. So that's cool to hear about. What else is there? Pokemon Cafe is getting some new updates and getting like a revamp, they were saying too. So they're going to do some revamping to that game pretty soon. Pokemon Go, they're introducing some of the new current gen Pokemon to the game, slowly introducing them to the game, which is interesting. And then, Shining, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. They talked about that. Honestly, nothing too new in there.
It looked cool. I mean, it looked like an update. It looked like exactly what I'd want, an updated Diamond and Pearl. They have the fucking cute contests and shit again. Like, they got the mining. Like, I like that shit.
And some of those things, those extra like side quest things you can do have been like kind of revamped and kind of like look more better to play with and everything. So they show that off. Other than that, it looked pretty similar to what they showed us before. I think the graphics have been slightly updated a bit too, actually, compared to previous trailers
I like
we've
that
seen.
the fucking the fishing guy has his Pokeball on the lure.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just a new. Yeah, it looks the same as what they showed us before, just cleaner. And they just showed us more details about those side things too.
And the stickers, dude. The
Yeah,
stickers.
like this whole process is new and different. Like it's still something that they've done in the past. It just looks better though.
I like the Union Room too. That looks better. What the fuck? Style Shop. That's new.
I'm not sure if they did any dress up shit back in Diamond and Pearl.
Nah, they didn't.
Yeah, so then that's kind of a new thing they added to here. But yeah, this whole beauty contest thing, I think that they just had like added more, bells and whistles to it.
Looks like more details.
I'm not gonna play it.
You're not gonna play Diamond and Pearl?
I'm gonna play Diamond and Pearl, but I'm not gonna play those fucking side
Oh
things.
no, I'm over that. I did that. You only do that shit one time. You know what I mean? You didn't have to do that shit again.
Yeah, you do it one time for the fucking quest and all that, and that's about it.
I do remember liking getting the stones and the gems when you have to go hiking
Yeah,
underground.
actually, that was pretty fun to do. You can get lost just doing that shit, so that's bad.
I spent so much time playing that shit.
Yeah.
That and Poffins.
Definitely looking for freaking like rainbow scale or something like that. Looking for those damn scales. I know I was definitely doing that to evolve like a melodic or something like that. But yeah, coming out.
Oh yeah, and they
pretty
showed a
soon.
little teaser about Team Galactic, and they're highlighting them more.
Oh, speaking of Team Galactic, so Team Galactic is in freaking Diamond and Pearl, right?
Yeah.
Back to Pokemon Legends Arceus, which is early Sinnoh. There's a Team Galaxy in there.
What?
Yeah. So Team Galaxy is something that's in that region and that time. So it sounds like they evolved to Team Galactic possibly.
Oh wow!
I don't
And
know.
then Team Rocket.
Yeah, right. Interesting.
All space shit. Okay.
Right. But yeah, and then I'm pretty sure we knew the dates of these games already, but I'm pretty sure they told us again at the end here somewhere that November 19th for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, and then sometime in January is when we get Arceus Legends and all that. So look out for that. I'm excited for these games for sure. I definitely want to play Diamond and Pearl again. And then Arceus comes out after. I'm pretty sure they're going to be connected in some way too. So I'm wondering how that's going to be taking effect. They also announced that Pokemon Home will be able to connect to this in the future though, so not right away. So like sometime in early 2022 is when you'll be able to connect your Pokemon Home to this system or to this game and be able to transfer Pokemon back and forth. I'm wondering if there will be like one more update for Pokemon Sword and Shield that will give you all the rest of the Pokemon that are missing from the game, that are probably in this game, and that's probably why they're holding off on that. But we'll see what happens with that.
All right.
But yeah, like go check out the video. There's like a 30-minute video explaining all these details and all that. Some details Addy mentioned. I think the main part of the storyline of Pokemon Legends Arceus is that kind of similar to like old games. You're given a Pokedex and you got to go and find these Pokemon and learn about them. Except you don't have a Pokedex. It's more like go like explore and get some information on these Pokemon because we don't know what they are. It's kind of like what it seems like in this Pokemon Legends game. So that seems kind of interesting. But yeah, looking for that in the future.
All right. Let's see. Other piece of news real quick. Owen Wilson implies... first off, he said...
Implying some shit.
First off, he said
First off, who is he?
We might see... You know who Owen Wilson is?
I know who he is.
Yeah, he's an actor in a lot of different stuff, but lately he's been playing Mobius in Loki, from Marvel. But he implied that Mobius might be making cameos outside of the Marvel movies. Like, he might make cameos in other movies as Mobius.
That's cool.
I like that shit. That's just hilarious.
I want to see him, like, just randomly, like, in the middle of a movie like Shang-Chi. He, like, fucking shows up out of a portal, like, oh, snap. This is the wrong... My bad. So I'm sorry. Just go about doing your thing, but I'm leaving. I'm out of here. But, you know, like something like that would be funny.
That would be hilarious. But that would... Actually, I made my point wrong. He was making his point that he might show up as Mobius outside of Marvel movies.
What?
Yeah.
Outside of Marvel movies?
Yeah.
So like in other TV series?
Yeah. Or no, whatever other movies he's in, he might make, like, you know, if he has a cameo role, he might decide to be Mobius for that cameo role.
Okay.
But yes, he's just talking about.
Is he talking about like Deadpool or something like that?
I don't know. I think he's just saying just for fun. Like,
okay.
I don't know if you know, but sometimes people show up as their other selves in movies just for fun. You know, just because.
Yeah.
It's not common. It's pretty rare. But
interesting.
The other thing he pointed out though was he kind of implied that Marvel kind of mobbed on him a little bit. He said he did an interview after getting the disclosure warning with Marvel and shit and working with them, and he was in an interview. He's telling them about, oh yeah, I'm playing a character that's gonna be wearing a big thick mustache or whatever, you know, and I guess that was considered by Marvel to be a violation of that.
TMI.
And they sent him a text message from an unknown number he'd never seen before, and said strike one.
Damn.
And he was like, what the fuck? And he's like so confused and off put, and he's like, I never got another strike, but I don't think I said anything else anyway. But he's like, it was really off putting. I was like, what the fuck?
There's fucking like someone Mickey Mouse in the back corner in the shadows, something like he's saying some
like,
shit, you know?
Watching you. You're like Mickey's like this to him in the corner. And I'm like, damn, bro, Marvel mobbed on him. Like, he just let him know. Like,
man, imagine like, yeah, I'm working with Marvel now. Strike two. It was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, right. I just said.
I thought we all knew this.
He's like, Marvel brandished his gun, you know, like they just pull their shit back. Like, they didn't actually pull it out, but I just let you know they have it.
He pulls his hand out the pocket, and it's Iron Man's fucking like, you know.
He reveals the glove. Hate to have to use this, you know. Like, yeah, so don't fuck with Marvel. That's the news.
Seriously,
right there.
damn.
Can't
even say you have a mustache in a movie nowadays. Damn.
Right? I think it's too much.
Next thing to be like, yeah, I'm playing a male character. Strike three. You're like, what the?
We're firing, next thing, Resident Evil. I'm sure you've heard of the video game franchise. To celebrate it, Capcom has released I don't know if you know, but there's a new Netflix show of Resident Evil, and there's a new game coming out, like a remake. So to celebrate this, Netflix has released a special product. Herbs.
What do you mean by herbs?
I don't know if you remember, if you ever play Resident Evil, you know that you take herbs to heal your life back.
Yeah.
So they've released herb products, and with these, you can buy on Capcom's store online specifically. It's in Japan, but I think you can make yourself an IP and get it and buy it anyway. But anyway, the herbs are actually bath salts. So you pour them into your bath and it heals you. You know, like,
I hope people do that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think it was. They must not know about what happened here in America.
I know that's exactly
for them to make it after something that the characters supposedly consume.
Because I was really concerned on that. Like, what are people supposed to do with this? I was hoping more so that it was like an energy powder that you would pour into your drink.
That's what I was hoping too.
That's what I was hoping for. Bath salts, okay, but. Yeah, people are gonna want to consume this because it's herbs. Like, isn't that what you do in the game? You consume these
eat
herbs,
it.
right?
Yeah, it's fucking dumb.
Bad marketing. I hope this goes well.
I think what I think is like they know that Japanese kids won't eat colorful shit because they're afraid of drugs.
Okay,
but they don't understand America.
No,
like it's the opposite here, actually.
Is it coming out in America?
Right now, it's only on sale in Japan.
Okay.
Right
all
now.
And I think we're safe. America is safe for now.
For now, yeah. But yeah, so these herbs are on sale. Keep an eye out for them. It's just funny. Apparently, also there was a Resident Evil perfume that was put out earlier this year, and also to strange responses. People were like, "The fuck, zombie perfume?" All right, AJ.
All right. My last piece of news, actually.
Wait. No. Okay, go ahead.
All right. So, apparently now available, not now available, but the Simpsons 1-Up arcade machine is now available for pre-order. Apparently, this is a 4-player cabinet going for $700. Fuck. And ships in late fall. Apparently, this was delayed too because there are some like rights issues going on with one of the games. Like, there's like multiple games on the system too. I don't know which game had the issue. I think they might even gotten rid of one of the games that were supposed to be on here. Regardless, though, it's finally coming out. You can go and pre-order it now. So if you're interested in having a 1-Up arcade machine, these are like little arcade machines. They're like, imagine the arcade machines, but just a little bit smaller, but still big enough that you can fucking play on it, you know, and have it in your house in the corner somewhere. People come over like, oh shit, you have an arcade machine. Oh, it's Simpsons. That's dope, dude. I'm gonna play this. Yeah, it's like that.
I would play it if someone had it.
Yeah, I would too. I would buy it if I had money for it, you know. But
That's
actually, I don't want to buy one of these because I want to build it myself. Like I know I can build one. I just need friggin' the space and the tools for it, and I can build something like this. And maybe just give me like a week off, maybe 2 weeks off of work, you know, to do this, and you know, I'll have one. Just saying.
Damn, we should get COVID and then we should just work on this. The whole,
Like, hey,
yeah, you know, and then like just work on this for 2 weeks, bro.
Right.
Like just both not show up to work and just fucking hammering, fucking Iron. We'll be like Iron Man and Doctor whatever the fuck his name was, you know, the old dude.
You're right.
Just fucking.
yeah. But yeah, so this is available, or not? Oh, I'm sorry, not available. It's available for pre-order now. If you guys want it, go get it because that TMNT machine, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles machine that was out like last year, like I haven't seen it since it released. So you guys might want to get on this one right away.
All right. I don't know if my last piece of news. I don't know if you remember this little quaint story by Anthony Mackie after the end of Falcon and Winter Soldier, like 2 or 3 days after Falcon and Winter Soldier was over.
Okay.
He went into a grocery store and some guy's like, "Oh, you're Anthony Mackie, right?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, man, I love the Falcon and Winter Soldier show." He's like, "How do you feel about being in Captain America 4?" And he was like, "What the fuck?" Captain America 4. And you know, this is because there was a news article that leaked almost the day after Falcon and Winter Soldier that came out that said Marvel is working or producing Captain America 4.
Right.
And then Anthony Mackie was told this by a random grocer.
Yeah.
And he was like, "The fuck?"
It's
Like, I
random
didn't.
fan.
It's like, how come I don't know about this? How come the fans know about this before me, right?
Yeah.
But you know, just today, he closed a deal with Marvel.
Yeah.
That he will be the main character in Captain America 4.
That's crazy.
So we really did know about it way before he did.
That's crazy.
That's just fucking crazy. Like, yeah, so, yeah, and it's going to be written by the same guy who wrote the show Falcon and Winter Soldier, and he's co-writing it with the guy who wrote The Winter Soldier.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
Which is also the time that's the movie that would introduce us to Falcon
Yep. And to Bucky, and to The Winter Soldier.
and to the Winter Soldier.
Yeah. All right, so that's it for Unfocused. AJ, what you got planned for your Unfocused week, man?
You know, chilling, killing time, and all that. No, I'm gonna definitely try to play some Pokken tournament on my Switch. And then I don't know, maybe try to play some other fighting games. We're doing this video game Olympics thing, 3v3 fighting games here on Twitch on Sunday night. So go and check that out and see what we're gonna play because I have no idea what we're playing. It's gonna be random anyways. That's why I don't know. There's a small list, so maybe I'll go through that list and see what I might be playing. What I might do right after the show though is go to round one because Cars works right there, and I gotta pick her up after this right now, and I might as well just show up early and go play some Street Fighter or something, you know. So I might do that. I've been playing some Street Fighter there too, so maybe go do more of that. Digimon. Try to construct this new purple deck. See what I need for it. I don't know.
All right.
Oh yeah, maybe try to watch one of these new animes. Not new, but like My Hero or something like that.
Okay.
What about you?
I want to put together this purple deck, so I have to go hunt down some more
You're also
individual
doing
cards.
a purple deck, yeah.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of it. I literally like 3 or 4 cards away, But I know I want some Lady Devimons, and I want mats, purple mats. So I just gotta hunt down a few of those, and one Lilithmon.
You know what I did today too? Oh, I think King Phantom might have a Lilithmon. I think I saw one there.
Oh shit!
But maybe you should do what I did.
I have to go after this.
They're open till like 9 or 10, so you could do that.
Shit.
But maybe you should do what I did. Is like fucking just taking a couple of cards like that you're not fucking gonna use, or and you know none of us are gonna use, and maybe just try to sell them off. And then like fucking just buy some shit. Like, 'cause they take store credit. You can either like pay you out, which you'll get less money for, or you can take store credit. So I took the store credit, and I just fucking chose some shit they had there and got some new shit. So it all worked out today. So maybe you should do the same thing. I don't know.
I think you might be right.
So you don't have to go and buy new cards. And then what I did today too though is I was gonna go to the store, the game shop over in Santa Clarita, to see what they had before I went to King Phantom over here.
Is that the one that we went to?
No, this is a different one in Santa Clarita, called Tapped Out Gaming.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went there like around 1:30, and it was closed because it opens at 2:00. I was like, "Fuck!" I'm like, I'm not gonna wait 30 minutes.
You know what? That one that I go to on Burbank and Hazeltine.
They open at 2 too, right?
They open at 2.
Yeah, I know. I know that one opened at 2. As I was driving over there, I was thinking to myself like, "Oh man, I hope they don't open at 2:00." And
you were even thinking about it?
And I thought about like, I know which store does that. I'm like, oh yeah, the one on fucking Burbank over there in Hazeltine, they open at 2:00. It's not this one. This one opens at 12. I'm sure. Get there, it's closed. I'm like, fuck, it opens at 2. I should have checked. I knew I should have checked. I had a feeling, and I thought, oh no, it's the other one. I'm good. I wasn't good.
Jeez, 2:00.
Yeah, but I'll be in the area tomorrow for work anyway, so maybe I'll go down there and see if they have any mats, purple mats for you.
Yeah, let me know, bro. I want more.
Yeah.
Purple mats, Lilithmons, I'll pay you for whatever. Other things, I guess. I mean, that's it. I want to work on the deck. Watch more Outer Banks. What else? Right, I want to start reading my big ass Daredevil comic. I have a lot to get through in that, so I should start reading that soon.
The funniest shit with Outer Banks though is when Homegirl was like walking on the boat. It was after that storm pass, right?
Is it episode 1?
I think so, episode 1 or 2, something like that. And she falls in the boat, and she's like, like she's electrocuted because all those wires laying across, and her was like freaking out. And she's like, just fucking with you guys. I thought that shit was funny.
Yeah, that was fucked up. Like they have attitude. It's just hilarious.
Yeah.
I think that's about it, though. Anything else I need to do? Sunday, of course. The games. More My Hero Academia. And yeah.
What are you guys doing? Tell us. Twitter.
Email us. unfocusedpodcast@gmail.com.
Twitter at Unfocused28.
Yeah.
And all that good stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
But we'll see you guys Sunday and next Wednesday. Thank you for joining us.
How do we end the show? It's this button.
Don't forget, this is a Collision 28 production. We're live on twitch.tv/collision28 every
Wednesday.
Also, you can always catch
Bitches.
us on youtube.com/unfocusedpodcast to see rebroadcasting of these episodes. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe there as well.
Also, Twitter, you can message us at Unfocused28. We also give you updates when the show starts. Instagram at Unfocused Podcast. Subscribe, like.
Also, you can subscribe to our podcast show, the audio version, on Apple Podcasts, or just get more information about that on collision28.com.
Or if you have any comments or things you want us to talk about, or maybe things that you feel we missed in the past, email us on unfocusedpodcast@gmail.com.
Sunday. Almost. Might look like one.
It's over!
Don't forget to subscribe.